What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles, man. What's going down, man? Happy Friday to you cats. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered, man. What's good? What's goody, man? What's goody? What's goody with all you guys out there, man? What's popping? All right. Hope everything is good with you guys, man. Go ahead and get this Friday started, man. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the mod squad, man. Salute to the goons. That's all y'all, man. It's all you cats that's out there, man. That's rolling around. That's you guys, man. Run the likes up. Run them likes up, man. Come on, dog. Take care of us over here. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many people's in here, at least half of y'all should be hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you know when we're on. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. What's goody? It's goody with all you guys out there, man. Happy Friday, man. Just letting you know, man, it's Mother's Day weekend, bro. Okay, so, whatever special mothers that you have in your life, man, make sure you take care of them, dog. Make sure you take care of those mothers out there, dog, that need to be taken care of, man, however that is, all right? Phone call, a little dinner, a little flower, a little card, a little gift card. Mother can always use some gift card. Give a gift card somewhere. Okay, make sure Starbucks, whatever. Take care of your people, bro. I mean, that's pretty much what it's about, man. Take care of your people. Well, anyway, man, you know how your boy Uncle Shaq is, man. Let's get these likes up, man. Your boy Uncle Shaq, man, has a lot of nephews and nieces out here in the world that they don't know that Uncle Shaq is their nieces and nephews, bro. They don't know that yet, all right? But just because they don't know that doesn't mean that I do not do what I'm supposed to be doing in regards to looking out for the nieces and nephews in the world, okay? And I definitely, man, thanks, Yvonne, man. I'm gonna read you first, Yvonne. Thank you, okay? Yvonne Holland with the 1999 dono. That's how you do it. So I'm gonna be looking out for people. All right. I don't like when people try to act like one person is doing something when everybody's doing it, and that would be going to Abdul Carter, man. The fourth pick in the NFL draft, man, linebacker, bro. He is now the next person because now Shador is, they already felt like Shador. They already did what they needed to do with him, man. So they're just writing him off. So he's not the person. Now it's to the next person. And now the next person is Abdul Carter, man. Thanks, Justin Saw, for the $5 dono, man. Appreciate that, yo. Appreciate that. Taking care of your boy. Okay, because it's Mother's Day weekend, and my son's mother, who also happens to be my wife, is definitely getting taken care of. I already took her out to breakfast. Then I got to take her out to lunch a little bit. Then I got all weekend. It's just wallet being opened up, okay, and hers not opening up hers. With that being said, I can use every cent I got. Thank you. I might be able to get me a caramel macchiato with that right there. Okay, thanks, Justin Saw. I definitely can do that. With that being said, Abdul Carter's now being grilled because he had the audacity, unmitigated gall to ask the greatest defensive player that I have ever seen play. It's a close 1 and 2 with Reggie White. It might even be 1A and 1B. Discussing it with my dad. I kind of thought, yeah, maybe it's 1A, 1B. But asking Lawrence Taylor for number 56, and people are acting like this kid, oh man, you thought Shador had an attitude. This guy really thinks that he could wear, go to Lawrence Taylor and ask him for his number. And not only did he do that, he went to Phil SIMMS and asked for Phil SIMMS for 11 too. He did that too, okay? And Phil SIMMS, he was open to it, but his family said that they didn't want his number to be unretired, all right? And they're really trying to drag this kid, bro. Really trying to drag this kid. This is the kind of brashness and the kind of stuff that doesn't need to be this, that, and the third, and blah, blah. And you know what, bro? You know damn well, man. You know damn well your boy Uncle Shaq, man, is gonna come to the rescue, man. You know I am, man, because Shaq loves the kids, bro. I'm gonna look out for the kids, dog. And a kid is anybody who I consider to be one. All right, don't matter what you think, matters what I think. And Abdul Carter is absolutely needs to be left alone, bro. He needs to be left alone because all of this stuff that you're trying to act like this is what he did is old. It is old as hell, okay? And I'm about to put it in terms you can understand because I just use ink. I just use ink on my brand new printer. And if I do that, that means it's official like a what? Like a referee's whistle. I mean, you can't make it up. So I'm definitely about to read this, bro. What I put together, a collage of different things, right? All right. So we're going to get into it. Giants top pick Abdul Carter opted for number 51. After a jersey search, he split the difference between retired numbers of Lawrence Taylor and Phil Simms. Carter asked Lawrence Taylor for his famed number 56 after being drafted third. Excuse me, he was drafted third overall. So Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. Okay, he was rebuffed, meaning nah, don't anywhere my number. Then he contemplated with Phil Simms, and that door got closed by the family. Phil Simms was open to it. All right, so he took 51. All right, now the reason why Carter wanted 11 was because he wore 11 at Penn State. Penn State is the number that the linebacker, the best defensive linebacker or defensive lineman wear. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Micah Parsons wore 11 too when he was at Penn State, I think. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so asking for that, and people got upset about it. He met with public criticism, and even though Taylor thought it wasn't a good idea, he suggested in a phone call, he called Abdul Carter and told him, go and create your own legacy in your own number. All right? Okay, so he told him that. You could be the player that he needs to be. All right? Then Phil Simms said he was open to it. Then his family put the kibosh on it. And then Abdul Carter says, damn, at this point, I'm going to be out there with just my last name on my jersey, no number. Just kidding. It's all love. I just want to play football. All right? So he's going to be wearing number 51. All right? Now, the other person that's being grilled on this situation is, surprisingly, Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is going to be wearing number 12. But Shedeur's agent, Boog Knight, head of operations for Young Money Sports. Yeah, Young Money, okay? Lil Wayne them, right? He was pissed off about it. He said that it was personal that the Browns did not give him number 2, because Shedeur's brand is called Too Legendary, all this, that, and the other. So here's what he said. He said, there's no way Cleveland Browns should have gave number 2 to anyone else, especially a wide receiver who hasn't never worn number 2 before in his career. But we knew that was coming, so we ain't flinching about it. It was expected. Take it with a smile, then make it legendary, keep going. So in other words, the guy that took the number is DeAndre Carter. He is a journeyman player. He never had number 2 ever, and they gave him number 2 and didn't give it to Shedeur. So he's donned 7 different numbers in 6 different teams, and they said this added salt to the wound, especially when Carter had no established link to the number. And to Shedeur's credit, he says, man, give me number 99. I just want to play ball. All right. So there is a lot of things going on with numbers. All right. Coach Prime dropped a celebratory emoji and said, let's go number 2. Number 12. All right. So all you people out there that want to blame these 2 dudes about some numbers, bro, Uncle Shaq is here to tell you that the number situation that you guys are really trying to blame on these 2 guys is older than your underwear that you have not changed. All right. I'm really about to let you know that all this is old, bro. This has been going on forever. And you know I'm about to tell you, okay, right now. All right. So when you get into jersey numbers, especially retired, we got to start with the retired numbers because Phil Simms and Lawrence Taylor's numbers are retired. All right. But do not ever try to act like, don't get it misconstrued, that Abdul Carter is the first person to ever ask for a retired number ever in the history of sports. Because I'm about to tell you all the things that have happened with jersey numbers that you may have not known about or forgot. Here we go. All right. Number 1. In regards to Abdul Carter asking for a retired number, the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears have the most retired numbers in the National Football League. They have 14. Both teams have the most retired jersey numbers in football, which is 14. All right. Abdul Carter asked for 2 retired numbers that everyone is getting crazy over, but there's something that you don't know unless you are a Big Blue fan. The New York Giants last year unretired the first number in the history of the National Football League and gave it to their 6th round pick last year. Let me say that again. The first number ever retired in the National Football League, the New York Giants retired it. It was number 1 for a guy by the name of Ray Flattery. They unretired it and gave it to Malik Neighbors last year. So the team in question unretired the first jersey ever retired in the National Football League and gave it to their 6th round pick last year. So why is Abdul Carter in the wrong when somebody, it's already been established that the Giants unretired a number for a player from last year that was drafted 6th and not drafted 3rd. So Abdul Carter is what? He's looking into, hey man, they did it for the homie. They did it for Malik Neighbors. They could do it for me. I don't have a problem with it, dog. What are you trying to say, man? It's okay for him to come. We have a 30 minutes lunch. It's okay for him to take an hour lunch. And I can't ask for how come I can't take an hour lunch? But this is why Uncle Shaq is here, man, to protect the innocent, to make sure that you guys can't beat up on somebody without us jumping in. Okay, you're not jumping him. All right, that's number 1. All right, so that kills all of that with Abdul Carter because they did it last year. The difference is the guy who number that they did it with is no longer with us. He's not a living retired person. All right, Ray Flattery is somebody you never heard of. But he's the first person to ever get his number retired in the league. But last year, they gave that number and unretired it and gave it to Malik Neighbors. So when you see Malik Neighbors running around with number 1, that's the first jersey ever retired in the National Football League, and they did it. The difference is these 2 gentlemen, Lawrence Taylor, Phil SIMMS, those 2 guys are actually alive. So those 2 guys you have to talk to directly. That's number 1. And we're going to get down to the other teams and what's going on in the other people that had to do with that same thing. All right. Now, when you're talking about retiring numbers, bro, you get to the point where you don't have no more numbers, dog. There isn't a number 100. Okay. There is either 000 all the way to 99. Okay. That's only what? 101 numbers. All right. So you look at a team like my team in baseball, the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees can't even give out a single digit number. There is no more single digit numbers. Every digit number that's in single digits are gone. All right. They're retired all the way up to 11. There's no number lower than 11 that you can get on the Yankees because they're all retired. That's why Aaron Judge has a hockey number on. That's why he's running around with, the great one, Wayne Gretzky's number. Because the Yankees, you can't get a number. You can't get a number under 10, under 11. Okay, I don't care who you are. Okay, you're not getting 1. That's Billy Martin. You're not getting number 2. You know what I'm saying? That's Derek Jeter. You're not getting number 3. That's Babe Ruth. You're not getting number 4. That's Lou Gehrig. You're not getting number 5. That's Joe DiMaggio. Okay, you just keep going. All right, you're not getting 7. That's Mickey Mantle. You're not getting 8. That's Yogi Berra. You're not getting 9. That's Roger Maris. I mean, you're not getting them. Okay, I mean, I know my team, dog. You see, I just You see, I just went. Okay, so you don't want to be in that position where you only got like 80 numbers. Okay, and they're gonna retire 99. So then that's just gonna be another number you can't get. Okay. The Chicago Bears has 14 numbers. retired, but they stopped retiring numbers in 2013. The Chicago Bears, like I said, the Bears and the Giants have the most retired numbers. They stopped doing it in 2013, which prevented Brian Urlacher from having his number retired. So Brian Urlacher, he's a Hall of Fame worthy linebacker, but he couldn't get his number retired because the Bears said, we can't keep retiring numbers, bro. We retired 14 of them. All right. The San Francisco 49ers have 12 retired numbers. 12. So you didn't know that? Huh? Oh, yo, Jerry Rice. Okay. Joe Montana. Oh, okay. Well, what other ones? Can you, if you're not a Niner fan, and you better be, if you're a Niner fan, you better know. What other people deserve to have their number retired, man? Ronnie Lott, 42. All right, who else? They got 12 numbers retired. And let's say George Kittle in 2 years reaches one more Pro Bowl, that would give him a statistical advantage over Dwight Clark, number 87, who made the catch, who had his number retired. So that's another one. All right. So some teams are tore up because they retired numbers prematurely. All right. You look at the Eagles retiring Donovan McNabb's number 5 jersey. Should Donovan McNabb's number been retired? That's up for debate. Should it have been? Because if they retire his number, you know Jalen Hurts' number 1's going to get retired. You know that. Did Jalen Hurts just win the Super Bowl, bro? Yeah. You're going to retire Donovan McNabb, who played in the Super Bowl and the Eagles lost? Or are you going to retire Jalen Hurts, who won one over Patrick Mahomes? Blowout. Like I said, man, you got to understand. You got to understand what you're doing. All right? Okay? So, since the NFL started retiring teams, there's 163 players in league history that has their number retired. All right? Reggie White is the only person that got the retired number by 2 teams. Peyton Manning's number retired is the only retired number with the Colts. Indianapolis Colts. Okay? You know, no Johnny Unitas and the old Colts team, Lenny Moore and all those guys from the Baltimore Colts retired. But the only Indianapolis Colt who has his number retired is Peyton. All right? Now, they with the Denver Broncos, the number 18 is officially retired, but it isn't. It was re-retired, but it's not retired under Peyton Manning. It's retired under Fred Tropuka. And Tropuka granted Manning permission to wear the number. So what does that mean? That means your boy Peyton Manning asked to have a retired number. Could he wear it? But you guys are beating up on Abdul Carter. I mean, it's funny how that works, man. Peyton, the sheriff asked for it. The sheriff asked for a retired number. Got it too. He got to wear it. They re-retired it under the same guy. But he asked for it though. See? We're going to keep going because I really want to make you guys understand that, man, you don't get to pick on one person. All right? Okay? So you got that. And there's only 3 teams in the National Football League that do not retire jersey numbers. That is the Atlanta Falcons. That is the Dallas Cowboys. And that is the Las Vegas Raiders. There is no retired numbers. Anybody could wear anybody's number. Okay? Straight up. All right? I remember seeing Jordan, what was his name? Jordan wearing 34, man, wearing Bo Jackson's number. I'm like, he ain't living up to that. You know, I mean that. Okay? But let's not act like you can wear 24 with the Raiders. You don't get to wear 24. It's not retired. But you don't get to put on Willie Brown's number. You don't get to put on Charles Woodson's number. Do you know Charles Woodson had to get approved to wear Willie Brown's 24? Did you know that, Raider fan? You keep acting like this is brand new. No, the number isn't retired, but everybody can't just wear 24. Okay? All right? Remember Michael Huff wearing 24? That's when it was like, nah, this is not working. You can't be Michael Huff wearing 24. You can't be Larry Brown wearing 24. Y'all are scrubs. Y'all didn't do shit. That's why it was like, we got to fix that. That's old man Willie number. All right? You got to be Marshawn to wear that. You got to be Chuck to wear that. You got to be Willie to wear that. You don't get to put on 24, dog, okay, and not live up to it, okay? All right? Ain't that right, Jonathan Abram? I mean, come on, man. Let's not act like this is brand new, because it ain't. I'm going to keep going. Keep going, man. You don't get to pick on Abdul Carter, bro. Okay? You don't get to pick on him, dog. Uncle Shaq is here to slap these guys in the mouth, all right? So, other people, all right? The Baltimore Ravens do not have a retired number at all. They haven't retired Ray Lewis's number. I've been to that stadium. They got a Ray Lewis statue out in front of MMT Stadium in Baltimore. They only have 2 statues out there. One is of Ray Lewis, and the other one is of Johnny Unitas. They haven't retired Ray Lewis's number, but you see anybody wearing number 52? They haven't retired anybody else's number on that team. Okay, Ed Reed. You trying to tell me Ed Reed's number shouldn't be retired? It isn't. You don't see nobody with it on, no. And if you think Lamar Jackson's number is not getting retired, you're definitely on that powder, all right? And the Houston Texans doesn't have anybody retired yet, all right? Because those teams are less than 30 years old, all right? But they honor players. The Texans don't retire numbers, but they honor players, all right? We're going to keep going, all right? Buffalo Bills did not retire numbers with the exception of Jim Kelly, number 12, okay? But it was reversed. When the new owner, Terry Pegula, came in, he reversed that. So now anybody can wear Jim Kelly's number, all right? So it all depends on the ownership. Now, let me get into the people who actually had to be compensated to get numbers. Because you guys, like I said before, you guys think that things are sacred and things aren't sacred, all right? Okay, and I got one I'm saving for a particular person on here that I'm reading your comments, and I'm going to save that one for you when I get to your comment, and I'm going to tell you something else, all right? Shedeur Sanders getting his management saying that he should have got number 2 to continue his brand. I think that that's also something that they did to try to kill that noise, but hey, it is what it is. But his father, Coach Prime, better known as Prime Time, Deion Sanders always had a fixation with numbers, and it got to the point where he actually had to pay. I mean, you don't think that Deion Sanders had numbers meant something to Prime? Let me tell you. Number 21, Hall of Famer and 2-time defensive player of the year and Super Bowl champion, 1-time defensive player of the year. Deion Sanders was about the brash and confident of any athlete in the past 25 years. He was able to use that flashiness. He wore 21. All right. But when he got with the Dallas Cowboys, he Prime wore 21 when he was in Atlanta. Prime wore 21 when he was with the Cowboys, or when he was with the 49ers. When he went to the Cowboys, there was somebody who already had the number 21. His name was Alundis Bryce. All right? He had the number. So when Prime came there, now Prime used to wear number 2 in practice. He did that with every team. He wore number 2 when he was with the 49ers in practice. That was in his contract, that he'd wear number 2 in practice and number 1. So that's 2 numbers that was occupied. All right? But when he got to the Cowboys, it was already, they had that number already. All right? So this is what Prime had to do, because you know Deion Sanders wore 21 when he was with the Cowboys. You think he just got it because he was Prime? Nah. He went out and surprised Alundis Bryce with his dream car, a brand new metallic BMW 325i, and a note on it, locker, that said, "Now give me my damn jersey," quote unquote. And Bryce did this. This shit is old, bro. It's 1995 when people was paying for jerseys, bro. 30 years ago, Deion gave the guy who had the number he want a brand new metallic BMW 325i for 21. But like I said, man, y'all got it. Y'all know everything until you don't. Okay. This is old. And there's more. These numbers mean something, bruh. These numbers, you don't get to tell these dudes, they just take another number, dog. They got all kinds of reasons behind these numbers. These numbers mean something, dog. These numbers, they might be superstitious. That number might validate something. Okay, we're gonna get more into it. Another guy who wore number 10 did the same thing. Okay, by the name of Eli Manning. Eli Manning's number 10 for the Giants. When he got drafted, number 10 wasn't available. What number did you see Eli have on? You saw him have number 10 on. But you didn't know this, did you? But you're going to know it now. Wearing number 10 after he was forced to find an alternative at Ole Miss. He didn't want to wear it at Ole Miss. He didn't want to wear 10 at Ole Miss. He wanted to wear either 16 or 18. All right? Okay? Since the school had retired his dad's number 18. All right? Which is the number that Archie wore at Ole Miss, which is the number that Cooper Manning wore in high school before he got his injury. Peyton wore 16. When he got to the pros, he switched his number to 18. All right? So he got number 10. He figured he'd stick with it in the NFL draft. But when he arrived to the Giants, he had to convince punter Jeff Fiegels. You remember Jeff Fiegels? To give it up. How do you think he did that? He said, "Hey, Jeff, can I just have the number?" Nah, homie. Okay, this is what Eli had to do. All it took for Eli was to treat Fiegels' family to an all-expense-paid trip to Florida, which had to be less than some of the athletes paid. Hey, man, you send me and my family to Disney World, Eli. All expenses paid. At the resort. Spending money. Pay for it all. You can have it. Eli said. But Abdul Carter is the only person that did this, right? Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Don't worry, nephew. Uncle Shaq got you. Okay. Number 24, another player. One of my favorite baseball players of all time. Ricky Henderson, rest in peace. Known for wearing number 24 no matter what team he played for. And when he got to the Toronto Blue Jays in 1993, he made sure that continued, paying Turner Ward $25,000 to get number 24. 1993. Were y'all born in 1993? Some of y'all might not have been. He did the same shit to bring him luck. He finished out the second half of the season. He paid $25,000 for the number 24. And guess what? They won a World Series title and he played well. What did Ricky do? 10, 20, 5. Do a number conversion on YouTube and find out what $25,000 was worth in today's money in 1993. It wasn't 25. It was probably about 40. But y'all got it. Y'all know everything. And last but not least, the most egregious one was what happened with Cam Newton. You know Cam Newton, who was the NFL MVP. A lot of people forget about Cam was the MVP of the whole entire league. What number did he wear when he was with Carolina? He wore number 1. But Cam Newton wore number 2 when he was at Auburn. Cam Newton always wore number 2. That was his number. So why did Cam Newton not wear number 2 when he was the first pick in the NFL draft that year? Because another quarterback by the name of Jimmy Clausen had number 2. So, your boy Cameron Newton went to Jimmy Clausen to find out about number 2. All right? Now I'm about to read this so you can understand. All right? Abdul Carter and Shedeur Sanders, this has been going on. So it says right here, number 1 jersey by Cam was not his first choice. When the Auburn Tigers got drafted number 1 in 2011, he hoped to keep the jersey he wore at college number 2. At that time, they were led by signal caller Jimmy Clausen, all right, who was the 48th pick in the year before, who proposed the deal to Cam Newton for the number 2. So in other words, Cam Newton didn't ask Jimmy Clausen for number 2. Jimmy Clausen went to him. Hey, what's up, Cam? Hey, what's up, Jimmy? Yo, bro, you want the number 2? Sure, dog. Yeah, I'd love to have it. Well, let me tell you what I'd like for that. The number that Jimmy Clausen gave Cam Newton, he thought it was a joke. Jimmy Clausen told Cam Newton, you want that number? I need $1 million. You give me $1 million, dog, you can have it. Cam thought he was joking. Cam like, man, get out of here, man. You playing. Whatever, man. Okay? Jimmy was like, shit, if you want it, you got to pay for it, dog. And he's like, Okay? Newton considered it. He thought about it. He's like, man, maybe I should pay this fool. Okay? Until Clausen threw out that price, because he was thinking I'll probably pay him for it, but he said $1 million. He wasn't thinking about paying $1 million, but Clausen said, give me $1 million, you can add another. All right? This is what Cam said. He said, I thought he was playing. He said, that MF, you know what he said, MF, comes back and said, okay, bro, I talked to my people. We'll do it for $750,000. He did it. Came back and said, okay, $750,000 for the number. Man, at that point, man, he said to himself, I made an oath to myself that would be the last time Jimmy Clausen will ever be heard of again in Carolina. That's when he realized that Clausen was serious about selling the number, okay? But he wanted 750 bands for it, and that's when the rookie instantly, Cam Newton, called the equipment manager to secure the number 1 jersey. That was the last time Jimmy Clausen was heard of again. So what does all that mean, bro? Man, get off of Abdul Carter's sack, man. Get off of Abdul Carter's sack for asking Hall of Famers for their numbers, bro. I just read all of those cases, bro. Okay? The Giants just unretired a number that was the first number ever retired in the history of the National Football League and gave it to Malik Neighbors. So y'all always trying to figure out how y'all can get at a kid, how y'all can slander him, how y'all can destroy him, how y'all can get on here and say all this crazy shit when Uncle Shaq just came over here and told you, man, y'all need to sit y'all asses down and take several seats, bruh. Nothing wrong with what the kid did. That's not brash. Your team did it last year, okay? But it wasn't reported because it was Malik Neighbors and it was a guy you never heard of, all right? Now, I'm going to read you guys' questions, and I can't wait to get to this person, okay? As soon as I get to you, bro, I'm definitely about to tell you something, all right? Here we go. So, man, don't be getting on these kids for asking for numbers that are retired, bro. Teams are talking about unretiring numbers because they're running out of numbers, all right? All right, let me see what's going on here. First things first, man, I gotta take care of Yvonne. What's up, Yvonne? Thank you for the 1999 dono, man. Appreciate that, man. That's how you take care of your boy, man. That's how you keep it crispy, okay? All right, let's see what's going on. Justice Saab, what's going on? Flex Money, what's happening? Justice Saab, what's popping? Yvonne, hey, hope all well with the family. Yes, Mother's Day weekend. Took this, bam, took the little boy to school. Took her out, got a little coffee, the little coffee spot. Then chopped it up, talked some business, talked about this bag, some things that we're getting ready to do as a family. Talked about all of that, and we're gonna be going to lunch. Go pick up son, go get my tacos, okay? And then her weekend begins, so it's all on and popping. All right. Hope you have a good one too, Yvonne. Okay. All right. Have a good Mother's Day. Justice Saab, Abdul Carter doing too much. He should build his own legacy with a different number. It is what it is. That's the comment I've been waiting for. You know what, Justin Saw, I hear what you're saying, bro, but you can't say what you said in regards to Abdul Carter doing too much. Because I'm going to talk about a team you absolutely love by the name of the San Francisco Giants. Now, you know Shaq is from the Yay area, dog. You know that, dog. You know I'm from the soil, man. You know when I first moved to the Bay Area when I was 3 years old, well, a little bit like 2.5. I lived in San Francisco, bruh. My brother was born in San Francisco, okay? I went to them Giants games when I was super, super duper small. But you don't get to talk about Abdul Carter doing too much when a guy by the name of Barry Bonds, when he got traded from the Pittsburgh Pirates to the Giants, or signed in free agency, whatever he did, he asked his godfather, Willie Mays, for the number 24. Because he always wore number 24. His father wore number 25, Bobby Bonds, who was teammates with who? Teammates with Willie Mays. Willie told him, his own godson, you got to get your own number, dog. Ain't retiring my number. So he went and he put on his father's number, number 25. So if you're going to say, Abdul Carter doing too much, you got to say what? You got to say what? Mr. Splash, McCovey Cove home run hitter, doing too much too. Okay? Like I said before, bro, you can't get away with it here. All right? It's not going to work. All right. Yeah, thank you for, I'm going to let her know, man. Appreciate, man. Happy Mother's Day to the wife. Okay, this is not the first time you ever heard of it. That's the Hall of Famer should get bashed. Oh, okay, so are you going to bash Barry Bonds for asking Willie Mays for number 24? Nope, you're not going to do it. Okay, so that goes out the window. Okay, and it was on his family. All right. Okay, Big B in the house. Okay, number 1 is retired. Yeah, it's retired now. You know, it was retired, but it was unretired. Okay. All right. Miss Patrice, what's going on? What's happening? All right. Okay. Yeah, SF Giants have a lot of retired numbers. Hey, like I said, man, it all depends on the ownership. All right. Like I said before, Barry Bonds asked Willie Mays to use number 24, dog. He didn't have no problem doing it. He didn't get it. Took his dad's number. But let's not act like there's something wrong with it. All right. Okay. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, Jonathan Abram, Michael Huff wearing 24. Our numbers aren't retired, but y'all got upset behind that, didn't you? Y'all got retired seeing bums and slobs wearing 24. Raiders don't retire numbers, dog. Okay? But you didn't like it, though, did you? All right. Okay. Yeah, Raiders don't retire numbers. Okay? But you have an expectation. You don't get to wear number 24 and be a scrub. You can wear it. But if you don't need to wear it, if you ain't going to live up to it, there's a live up to it. It's just like the Cowboys, bro. The Cowboys. I'm using Cowboys as an example, too. A lot of people don't know the Cowboys don't retire numbers. You know why they don't retire numbers, dog? Because Jerry Jones is a disciple of who? Who is Jerry Jones's mentor as an NFL owner? I bet you cannot guess. Al Davis. Jerry Jones is Al Davis Jr., the third. All right. He followed Al Davis with not retiring numbers. But you don't get to wear number 88, bro. Number 88, there's an expectation for that number. It's not retired. But who wore number 88? Everybody that wore number 88 is a baller. You don't get to put on 88, bro. Drew Pearson, the original number 88. Okay, who coined the phrase Hail Mary. He coined that phrase, bro. Okay, I remember seeing that game. I was a kid. I remember seeing the highlights of it when it was against the Vikings in the snow, and Roger Staubach threw it up, and he caught it in the end zone, and he said, "Oh, that was a Hail Mary." So the reason why the name Hail Mary came up is because of Drew Pearson, who actually made the catch in the interview, said, yeah, I said a Hail Mary. So that's where the term Hail Mary came from. Like every time you're over here, you're going to learn something. So he's in the Hall of Fame. The playmaker Michael Irvin, he was number 88. He's in the Hall of Fame. And CeeDee Lamb wears 88. So you don't get to put on 88 and say, hey, well, the number's not retired. No, the number means something. You have to be of a certain caliber. Same with 24, dog. You're not putting on 24 and you be Michael Huff. You're not putting on 24 and putting on Jonathan Abram, dog. Like, no. But the number is open for people to wear, but you have to have a certain pedigree. You're not getting that number, dog. Like, well, the number says it's not retired. It's not retired for scrubs. It's retired for scrubs. It ain't retired for you. Okay? Straight up. All right. What's going on, Christy? Skew Raider, what's happening? All right. We in here getting it. All right. Happy Mother's Day, Christy. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Grandmama Day. Okay? All right. I know what's going down with you. All right. Straight up. All right. What's going on, Maurice? And the fans from the South who less than numbers can't use an NFL like 00. Well, 00, man, I don't know if that number is even... Who in the National Football League has numbers 00 anymore? I remember the first person that I ever seen with 00 was Billy White Suits Johnson, who played for the Houston. Oh, no, that's not even true. First number I ever seen was Jim Otto. Jim Otto was the first person that I ever seen wear 00, okay, for the Raiders. And then I saw Billy White Shoes Johnson wear for the Houston Oilers, okay. I can't think of too many other players that wore 00. I don't even know if 00 it can be used right now, all right. But they did deregulate numbers, maybe, 3-4 years ago, because you used to have to couldn't wear single digit numbers if you're a running back and all this kind of stuff. Now you can and all of that, and wide receiver. They changed that. But I don't think that there's a person in the National Football League with 00 at all. I don't even think that that's the case. Okay. All right, Miss Patrice, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, straight up, what's going on, man? All right, man. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Okay, everybody enjoy Mother's Day. Okay, Justice I said Lawrence Numbers is retired. It is. So what? Didn't I just tell you that the Giants unretired the first jersey number ever retired in league history and gave it to Malik Neighbors last year? I just told you that. That's why I'm here, bro, to make sure you guys ain't running around saying stuff that's ridiculous. Okay? Abdul Carter was not in the wrong to ask his team that just retired a number last year and gave it to my teammate. I'm going to ask too. I am. Okay. All right. Straight up, man. What's going on? Raw Rudy Rango, what's going on, man? Hope you guys get your shit together. So you already know about Barry. Then why is it a joke? Okay. All right. Like I said, you still ask for it. Okay. Still ask for it. That's the point. All right. El Burrow in the house. S. Ray. We have the same number 24, man. Ricky Henderson. Got a dope shirt for him, about to steal the base. Yeah, man, we're gonna be doing the Ricky Henderson shirt. I just haven't done it yet, man. Salute to Ricky, man. That's my second favorite baseball player of all time. Second, okay. First is Reggie, okay. Reggie, Ricky, okay. Those are my dudes. All right, Al Davis, straight up. Favorite jersey number is 00, okay. Got to be special to live and have a number retired. I mean, let's understand, bro. Like, people switch numbers all the time, man. Okay? They switch numbers all the time and they get fined for it. Okay? It happens all the time, man. I remember in the 1997 playoffs. No. 1995? Yeah. 1995 playoffs, man, against Michael Jordan against the Orlando Magic. When Jordan came back out of retirement, came back the last 12 games and was wearing number 45. And he went down, he was dribbling down, and Nick Anderson stole the basketball from him, man, and threw it to Horace Grant for the dunk, and they went up and won that series. He said, hey, man, number 45 don't play like number 23. That next game, Michael Jordan came out with number 23, bro. And when I was looking at it, I was saying, man, Jordan, that 45 is not working, bro. I was like, man, you need to change that number back. And when he came out on the court, I really thought, I said, Jordan got on 23. I thought, this is just a clip from an old game. Jordan changed his number, dog. He got fined for that shit. He got fined like $100,000. $100,000 changing his number. Okay? So let's not act like numbers don't mean that. He thought 45 was unlucky. Changed the number back to 23. Still lost the series, but he won 3 more titles after that. That next year, 96, 97, and 98, Jordan won the second three-peat. So let's not act like numbers don't mean something, because they do. All right? And when I get done with this, I got a story to tell you. Okay? I got a personal story to tell you. All right? Des Bryant was also number 88. I forgot about that. That's true. So you don't get to go to the Cowboys talking about, hey, man, man, I'm off, I'm a raggedy ass lineman, man. Let me put on number 88, or I'm a wide receiver, man, out of Boo Boo State University. Nah, man, you can't come around here asking for certain shit. All right. Is Charles Barkley's number retired? I think it is. Should be. I think Barkley's number's retired. I think it's retired with the Suns, and it's retired with the Sixers. Okay, I'm pretty sure it is. It should be. Ken Burrows. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I knew it was Ken Burrows. Thank you, man. I knew it was one of them too. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Ken Burrows. Yeah. Burrows wore number 00. They're both receivers. That's what confused me. Thank you. Yeah. Billy White Hugh Johnson was 84. All right. Yeah. Jim Otto, Ken Burrows, Steve Baragas. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jason Tatum got to get his shit together. Okay. Oh, so it remains prohibited. I don't know why. Okay, maybe because it confuses. I mean, shit, the referees can still call. Is the single zero? Who has the single zero in the NFL? Has anybody got the single number zero in the NFL? I think somebody on the Chargers have single zero. Okay, maybe. So before I go, I'm gonna tell you my personal story. My basketball number is 21. Carter, AT, I knew somebody did. My basketball number is 21. All right. My first year of college, I won number 21. All right. And upperclassmen had number 21. All right. And I'm like, man, you don't even look good in this 21, dog. I'm a freshman. You don't even look good in that number, dog. You know that number gonna look good on me. He's like, man, I've been wearing 21 all through high school, and he had and all this stuff, man. He was a good player, and I'm coming in and I'm brash. That's why the Shador shit rubbed me the wrong way, dog. That's why it rubbed me the wrong way. I was the same type of cat. Okay, same type of cat as those guys coming in, because a lot of times, man, if you're not coming in with an attitude, with a swagger, or some type of an attitude, not an attitude to alienate people, but just an attitude of I'm here too, you're not going to get paid attention to. Okay, you got to talk. Sometimes you got to chirp in the game. Sometimes you got to let people know that you're here. So I let it be known, like, yo, man, I am whoever got number 21, man. I'm about to get that. You guys, man, hey, man, I'm gonna change his name. Oh, that's Bobby's number. Man, worry about no Bobby, man. Hey, Bobby was all conference. Bobby this, Bobby that. I know Bobby is, but Bobby need to change his number, dog, because that number ain't gonna, don't look good on him. So he got wind of it. He just laughing at me, little freshman, man. Come on, bro. You ain't gonna wear it. Like, yo, man, I need that number. So finally, man, one day, man, practice. We didn't have numbers yet. Finally, man, he came and practiced, man. And all the people, I came in, all the people standing around. He said, hey, Shaq. I said, what? What's up, man? He goes, you want 21? I said, yeah, man, about time. He said, man, you gotta play me for it. And I'm thinking, oh, man, I'm bigger than this dude. I could play you for it. I ain't tripping. He's like, nah. Free throws. We're going to shoot free throws. I'm like, damn. Because the problem was he was a 90% free throw shooter. I wasn't no 90% free throw shooter, dog. I was like 78, 70. I was something like that. I wasn't even 80, bro. I wasn't even 80, dog. I was like 77, 80, something. I was right around there, bro. This dude's 90%. We're going to shoot free throws. You beat me, or if you tie me, you can get the number. I was like, man, they're like, you don't have a chance, Shaq. You do not have a chance. Hey, I need to go ahead and try to do this. And it was, he shoot, I shoot. He shoot, It wasn't shoot in a row, shoot in a row, shoot in a row. It was he shoot, I shoot. Went to the free throw line, doot, 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 boom. I went to the line, doot, 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 boom. He went to the line, doot, 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 boom. We just kept going. Got all the way. He hit like 6 in a row. I hit like 6 in a row. Everybody was like, oh, Shaq ain't playing. He's trying to get the number, dog. Went all the way through, dog. I got up to 8. He hit 9. I missed. I missed. It just rolled out. He's like, don't quit. He got to 10. He made 10 in a row. I made 9 out of 10. That's not even what I would have done, but I wanted the number. He made 100%. I made 90. Guess what happened? He took off the number, gave it to me. I said, what? He said, I just wanted to see your competitor, see how much of a competitor you were. And I know that you don't make 90% of your free throws. And plus, I want number 22 anyway, because Mark Price is my favorite player. Gave me the number, dog. I had number 21. So what does that mean, bro? What it means is, dog, if you want something, man, you don't care about what nobody's talking about. Everybody told me I was never going to get 21. Everyone told me, forget about it, Shaq. Don't do it. Don't try it. You're not going to get it, bro. You're a freshman. No one's going to give you that number. But he liked the fact, dog, that I challenged him to it. Like, I ain't afraid to shoot no free throws. Well, you know, I shot 91%, led the conference. I don't care. I'm going to try to beat your ass. And they were talking, chirping. It wasn't no silence. It was barking. It was, trying to scare you. It was all of that, bro. I made 90% of my free throws and lost and still got the number. So now, all that means, dog, okay, that's what it means, all right? Straight up. It means, dog, if you got the balls and you got the pelotas, man, and you got the sack, yeah, man, asking somebody for something, dog, that you wouldn't do, you think it's immoral or it's whatever else. Nah, dog. Nah, I needed that number 21, dog. That was my number, okay? And that was my number. I got the number. I played in that number, dog. That was the last number I played in competitive basketball was that number, dog. And I earned it because I earned the respect of the guy who had it. He's like, man, I found out later on, man, they had a little betting pool going on thinking that I was going to fold once he said free throw. Now, if it's just going to be one-on-one, yeah, okay, I'm bigger than you. You have to guard me. Maybe I can win. All right. But the bottom line is I got the number. Straight up. And that's what it is. So I don't have a problem with Abdul Carter asking these dudes for their numbers. They weren't offended. But let's not act like I didn't read just a whole bunch of people who had that same number. Okay? Let's not act like it. All right? I just read it. Dion bought a man a car to get the number. He bought the man a whole BMW. The car of his dreams, fully loaded. The color he wanted. Pulled up, gave it to him, said, give me my damn number. Got the number. Ricky Henderson, $25,000. Okay? Eli Manning paying for family vacations and shit to get the number. Like, let's not act like this is new. Okay? It's just new because it's new to you. But it's old to us. All right? It's old to us. So I definitely wanted to come in and say that, man. Okay? And sometimes people get the number for free. Sometimes people get the number. Ashton Genty just did it. Ashton Genty just did it, bro. When all these people were running around saying Ashton Genty and had pictures of him, mock pictures of him with number 2, I was like, why are y'all acting like Daniel Carlson doesn't wear number 2? That's what I was saying. I was like, why are y'all acting like Daniel Carlson don't wear number 2, dog? Daniel Carlson is number 2, dog, until he says otherwise. He gave the kid number 2, and he went back to his old number 8. Because if you don't remember, if you're not a real Raider fan, isn't that what y'all like to say to Shaq? You're not a real Raider fan, Shaq, if you don't remember that Daniel Carlson, when he first came to the Raiders, wore number 8. So you see how that works? Okay? Daniel Carlson wore number 8 when he first came, switched his number to 2. He gave it to the kid, dog. Because Daniel Carson's like, I'm good with it, man. Come over here and play some football, bro. Here's number 2. Yeah. Like I said before, bro. We're not going to let you beat up on certain people. We're not going to let you beat up on certain kids, man. It's not happening, dog. Not on my watch. I'm definitely going to let it be known. All right? Yeah. Y'all forgot Daniel Carlson was number 8 when he was kicking the football when he first came, dog. Changed his number to 2. People change their numbers all the time. Let's not act like Josh Jacobs didn't change his number to 8 before he left. Okay? Let's not act like Aiden O'Connell wasn't number 4. Josh McDaniels trying to prove a point by giving him number 4. Aiden O'Connell never played as good as Derek Carr ever. And he knew it, and that's why he switched his number to 12. So let's not beat up Abdul Carter, bro. Not going for it. Just gave you all these instances of people with these numbers, dog. This number situation has been big business in the National Football League and other sports for a long time, dog. Long time. I went through it myself. I needed that 21, dog. That was my number, bro. Okay? And for those of you guys on here saying Dominique Wilkins, that's not why my number was 21. It was, but it wasn't. Because when I went to varsity, when I was in high school and I went to varsity, I was dunking when I was 15, bro. There was only 2 players on both teams. On junior varsity at that time and varsity, I was on junior varsity, that could dunk. One of them was on varsity and he was a star, and me on junior varsity. I could dunk, bro. These other dudes couldn't dunk. I could dunk anytime. So when I went and I did summer league, when I was going into my junior year, summer league for the varsity, and we had warm-ups, and we were doing warm-ups, and there was only 2 dudes that was tearing the rims up. It was me and another cat. So when I got my jersey number, because if you really played sports in high school, you're going to understand that Shaq is telling the truth. And all you guys that didn't, that try to act like you do, it's not going to make sense. When you got a jersey number when I played, you would get called into the office because nobody knew our numbers. So they would just call your name. We'd all be in there. They'd go in the office and that person would be in there for 5 minutes, and then they would come out with their number. They would come out and show the number that they got. That's how we did it. So we never knew what our numbers would, unless you were somebody back, you were a senior, you had a number from before. But, juniors coming in, transfers, all of that, we never knew our numbers. All right. So you would get your name called. We would all be sitting out there after practice. You go in the office, they talk to you, tell you this is, give you your scouting report. Oh man, you need to work on your rebounding, or your dribbling, or going to your left, da-da-da-da-da. Here's your number. And everybody come out, oh shit, man, oh no, he got number 12, oh man, he got 32, oh. We would do all of that. So when I got called into the office, they're like, oh man, Shaq's gonna come out with some crazy number. Shaq gonna come out with number 48. I mean, you gotta understand, people, we talk shit. Ah, Shaq, well, you will come out with a crazy ass number, dog. I said, hey man, whatever, I don't know. When I went in there and they read my scouting report, of course, they, told me what I needed to work on or whatever. They also had the positives, and they said, you have explosive leaping ability a la Dominique Wilkins. Gave me 21. I was like, what? It had your name on it too. It didn't just number. Said your name, Shaq, 21. Scouting report in my hand saying my leaping ability reminded him of Dominique. When I came out, I had 21. I just covered it up. They're like, come on, Shaq, show us number 78. Come on, Shaq, show us number 66. Come on. When I rolled my shit out, and it says Shaq 21, they were like, mouth was wide open. Why you get that number? Man, why you get 21, man? That's Dominique's number. I said, read it. So that's my number, 21, since junior year in high school, bruh. Why you think my handle on on Twitter is at Shaxter21? My Instagram is at Shaxter21. I earned that number from flying around dunking on people's heads, bruh. So yeah, Dominique. But I didn't give myself that number. My coaches did. Boom, that's that. So when I got to college, I'm like, shit. Now, was I the only person in college that can dunk? No. No. Yeah, pretty much everybody could dunk. At least a little bit. But I still wanted 21, dog. I've been playing in 21 2 years. Are you crazy? I need that shit. Okay? So yeah, man. So that's it, man. Just want to come in. D Bernie, what's up, my nigga? So yeah, man, let's leave Abdul Carter alone, dog. Stop acting like these kids are just making this up as they go. They're coming in, creating these crazy ass numbers and crazy ass things. No, dude. These kids are not as dumb as you think. They're not as brash as you think. They're not as egotistical as you think. They're not as selfish as you think. A lot of this has to do with what you don't know. You don't do your homework like me. When I want to know why something happened, I go look into it. I got a smartphone, dog. I'm going to look into it. All right. Straight up. All right. Yeah, you didn't forget about Dan. You didn't even think about Daniel Carlson. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Daniel Carlson was number 8, bro. He always wore number 8. Well, he did different numbers with different teams. I think when Daniel Carlson was with the Vikings, he wore 8. But he gave Genty the number. You think he held him hostage? Genty just signed a guaranteed $33 million deal. Who do you think is getting paid more? Daniel Carlson or Ashton Genty? Just asking for a friend. That would be Ashton Genty. I think Carlson's getting paid like $5 million, $6 million or something like that. Genty got a guarantee and a $22 million signing bonus yesterday. He could have easily tried to railroad the kid and say, hey, man, what's up with that bag, dog? Like Jimmy Clausen tried to do. Jimmy Clausen was number 48. Cam's number 1. Yo, man, we need $1 million. Ah, man, stop playing with me. All right, man, I talked to my agent, his girl. We could do it for $750. He's like, man, I'm going to take number 1 and they're going to forget about you altogether. You ain't heard. The only Clausen you know is Clausen Pickles. That's all you know. You don't know nothing about Jimmy Clausen. All right, straight up. Okay. Marcus Huglet said, are you going to go to Freaky Tales new movie? I'm going to check it out. I don't know how I'm going to check it out. I haven't heard that it's going to be listed here, but it'll be on one of my channels soon enough. Of course, I'm going to support Short. I was the dude that had the Dangerous Music cassette tape that didn't even have no faces on it. That looked like it was just written in marker. Just had the Playboy sign, with the Playboy drawn out with smoking a joint. And it said Dangerous Music. I had that cassette tape, bruh. It looked like somebody drew it. Didn't even have Short's face on it. Yeah, I'm going to support it. That's my era. Freaky Tales is my era, bruh. Okay? That's the song. Do, 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 do. I met this girl. Her name was Pam. Come on, bruh. That's me. That's me, bruh. I'm definitely going to support Short. Plus, Short was lived right around the corner from me when I was living in Hollywood, man. So run into him. Me and my wife used to run into him all the time. Okay? All right. Just to let you know. No, I have not seen Sinners yet. Got to get a babysitter for that one. I heard Sinners ain't no place to take no kid. Yeah. So we're trying to figure that out. But I heard Sinners is hella good. But like I said, it won't be long before it's on my TV. I may not be able to see it in IMAX, but I'll be able to see it in 80 Max. Okay, 80-inch Max. Soon enough. All right. So that's a date night. That's a date night movie. All right. So, I'm not really keen on letting people watch my son, dog. I ain't really with that. It all depends. I got to trust you. Okay. I don't trust a lot of people. All right. So, yeah. So that's it, you guys, man. I just want to come in, man, and let y'all know, man. Stop picking on Abdul Carter, bro. Abdul Carter doesn't deserve you guys' pick. You guys is picking on him. Stop picking on these kids, bro. First you want to pick on Shador. Now you want to pick on Abdul Carter. I mean, come on, dog. Why don't you go pick on somebody your own size, bro? Go pick on somebody your own size, bro. Okay. You're short as shit. Okay. You know you're 4'9". Go find Danny DeVito or somebody to go pick on, bro. Okay, cut it out. Cut it out, though. All right. D. Bernie said, I've seen the movie. I think you will enjoy it. I like how they put the twist on it. I think it's a high time in Hollywood in Copeland. I never seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on purpose. I am a Quentin Tarantino fan, D. Bernie, but after I heard what he did with Bruce Lee in that movie, bro, I was good. You don't get to slander Bruce Lee, bro. Okay, you don't get to slander Bruce Lee, man. Wasn't with it. Shannon Lee, his daughter, said that it was some bullshit, that they tried to make Bruce Lee look crazy. And I've never watched it. I've never watched it because of that. Now, what's funny about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, they were filming it by my house when I was living in Hollywood. They were actually filming it on Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood and Highland. I lived on Hollywood and Highland, D. Bernie, me and my wife. That was our first apartment that we ever had. Short-lived on the next block. So I'd run into him at the burger spot, all them spots on Hollywood Boulevard, run on him all the time. But so I never watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because of that. But I definitely gonna watch this because it's Ryan Coogler. Okay, Ryan Coogler is from the soil, bro. He's from Oakland, dog. Get that straight up. You already know. All right. Don't take much from me. Black Panther, all of that shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. But yeah, man, I don't think I'm ever gonna watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, man. You don't get to mess around with the guy who put Lou Alcindor in a movie, bro. Like nah. Bruce Lee loved black folks. Okay, nah, I'm kind of. I can't do that one. Dog, can't do it. You gotta make Bruce Lee look crazy. Can't do it. All right. Bruce Lee had a lot of black friends. He trained a lot when he was up at the University of Washington. He trained everybody. Black, white, spotted, dotted, everybody. Okay. Salute to Bruce. I'm definitely not gonna watch that shit. All right. Okay. All right. So that's what we got. Bill Holloway talking about A's and Yankees. Now he's trying to jump to his next team because my Yankees beat his Padres team into the ground. So that's what that was. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go, man. What time is it, man? I gotta go get some tacos pretty soon, man. Okay, 2 hours before my son get up. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. Make sure y'all checking out the lives. I'll probably come back maybe later on in the afternoon. It is warming up. And maybe I'll come out here and blaze one for the nation with you cats. All right. D. Bernie says, so glad you're talking about sinners. No, I am talking about sinners. No, you're talking about Freaky Tales. Oh, yeah. Freaky Tales is guaranteed. D. Bernie, that's guaranteed. I already told you that. That's soil. I mean, typically the soil movies, I try to watch if I think that they're going to be good. Some of them I ain't watched. Like Last Man in San Francisco, I didn't watch that. I mean, some of these movies that come out in the Bay, I'm kind of like, eh. But short in a movie? Psh. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely watching that. That's guaranteed. Come on, Patrice. You know we watching that. You know what I'm saying? Dog, nah. Sinners, same thing. Watching that. That's Oakland. Okay? You might as well talk about Freaky Tales and talk about Sinners at the same time. They're both Oakland. Okay? No, it's okay, Bill Holloway. Y'all about to A's. Y'all ain't beating us. A's is my second favorite team, but y'all ain't beating us, man. I mean, come on, Bill. Yeah, you really thought that your Padres was gonna beat us, man. We took that series. We're gonna do the same thing. Salute to the A's. Okay. So yeah, y'all, man, in here chilling, man. Yeah, man. Freaky Tales. I can't wait to see that. Okay. Sinners. I can't wait to see that. And is there any other movies that I'm excited about? I do need to start doing some movie reviews on here, man. Start talking about some of these films. I probably will come in and talk about Sinners when I see it, but by then it'll probably be played out by then. And Freaky Tales, I definitely want to see that too. Because I watched hockey last night. Yeah, we was watching hockey. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's good. That Vegas team, we got money on that, don't we, Bill? We got money on that, man. I put money on that. I need to get my money for that. All right. Oh, Thunderbolt. Yeah. Patrice, the Thunderbolt movie I heard was really good. I don't know if I'll be going to the theater for it. It just seems like I go to the movie theater. I'm going to go see Minecraft. I mean, I got a kid. My kid's going to be 5 next month. So we went to go see Minecraft. That was funny. Minecraft was good. Yeah, Nick Chubb. And we already told you Nick Chubb ain't coming back. Have I seen Black Bag? I heard about it. A lot of movies that I've heard about, man, but I I'll be clicking on them. I'll be just like this. Popcorn bowl, drink. Straight, I'll be doing that. Okay. In full 1080p. Okay. Do not get it misconstrued. Or 4K. All right. Okay. I'm going to say it straight up. All right. Yeah, Baker's got robbed. Yeah, man. We'll see what's up. Okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. Just want to come in and say what's up to y'all, man. But yeah, man, we're not gonna. Uncle Shaq gonna come into the rescue of my nephews, man, and my nieces. I'm gonna definitely gonna let y'all know, man. Y'all got it wrong, and I didn't. All right, love all y'all out there, man. Yeah, they short dog. You know what I'm saying? Go find, gotta go find who you can find. Okay. Said, make Jason Statham. Oh yeah, I already saw that. D. Bernie. I already saw working man Jason Statham. It's on. It was like this, D. Bernie. It was like this, D. Bernie. Hey, you want to watch? Hey, babe, you want to watch working man Jason Statham? No, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be watching something else. Okay. Beekeeper. I mean, hell yeah, I watched this shit, dog. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, question. Yeah, no Bruce Lee slander. We're not doing that. And then he came out. And Quentin Tarantino, then he came out and said anybody that got a problem with it, man, can suck a D. I'm like, come on, dog. You know what you did. You know what you did, man. You did that, man, on purpose. Oh, well, these stories are, man, come on, bro. It's my interpretation. Okay, when somebody make a movie of you, dog, they're gonna and you don't get to say nothing either. But nah, man, ain't gonna be no Bruce Lee slander, man. Bruce Lee, like I said, Bruce Lee did a lot for the black community, bro. He was in Oakland, downtown Oakland, bro. Like, you don't understand who he's talking to. It just shows that some of these dudes, they're out of touch, bro. Like, it's out of touch. Like, if you go to Bruce Lee's apartment in Oakland, you'll see the Bruce Lee Kick logo on the actual apartment that someone lives in. Like, Bruce Lee was down in the black area, man, when he had his shopping down there, when he was at his dojo. During the civil rights movement, man, when the Black Panther Party was there and all of them shit, he trained, man. Boards, don't hit back. Boards, don't hit back. Jesse Glover, all them, dude. Come on, man. When brothers couldn't even get nobody to train them how to do nothing. A lot of the reasons why in the 70s you had a lot of black, a lot of black people coming back, knowing karate is because they learned while they were in Vietnam, or they learned while they were abroad. They learned overseas, bro. They learned overseas how to, and then they came back and that's how they did what they needed to do. Even Jim Kelly, he was in the army or something like that, and he learned how to do it, So there wasn't a lot of them, man. And Bruce did not care. Bruce did not care what color you were at all when it was popular to do that shit. Okay? All right, so nah, man, we ain't gonna be no Bruce Lee slander with me, dog. Nah, Quentin, I love you, bro, but that movie, I'm never watching it. I'm not watching it, bro. Not going to do it. Shouldn't have did that. Okay, I'll watch all the other ones. Okay, trust me. Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Django. Okay, all that shit, I'll watch it. But with that one, nah, I ain't watching that one. And it's probably a really good movie too. Because it basically does with the Shannon Tate, LaBianca murders that were here with Charles Manson and all of them, man. And actually, man, the El Coyote restaurant, man, I ate there before, bro. The same one that was in that movie is still here. That same location, same restaurant that they ate at before what happened in them hills, is still here. Okay, right on Beverly Boulevard. So, yeah, man, come on, man. Bruce stayed in the black area, okay? Man, nah, dog. Nah, and I tell QT too, man. If I ever saw him, I'd say, QT, I'm a big fan, dog. But that Bruce Lee shit, dog, nah. Can't do that one, dog. All right? People that are down with the culture, man, don't tell me Bruce Lee could be at the cookout. Bruce Lee could actually cook the meat. Your Uncle Jerome would move over, because he ain't getting off that barbecue, would move over to let Bruce cook. Okay? Straight up. Okay? We're not doing that. All right? We're not going for that. All right, y'all, man. Love all y'all out there, y'all, man. Okay. I'll be thinking of y'all, man, while I'm eating some bomb-ass carne asada tacos. And I'll probably come on a little later, maybe. But I'm definitely going to blaze one for the nation. All right. D. Bernie, I thank you for being a man of principle, standing on it. It's valued, greatly missed, not in my generation, but in all generations around the world. Appreciate that, man. That's just paying homage to my mama, man. Okay, my mama taught me to be who I'm supposed to be and don't worry about who don't like it. Don't worry about if you're going to get credit for it. And that's what I've always done. I'm going to keep doing it, okay? I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to teach my son to do it too. But I always appreciate you, Dio Bernie. Real ones recognize real ones. All right, man. Holla at y'all, man. Matt Sugarfoot.